Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, WB. Welcome back, and welcome back to it, everybody. Welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy.
Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy.
Yes, us getting back to Mario Galaxy, further proof that, if you're going to hang with Run Button, you just have to be down for the pure and utter chaos of it. You have to give yourself over to the storm, and the storm is, we're playing Mario Galaxy for the first time in 5 years unannounced. Welcome to the storm.
Well, welcome to the beginning of your Jokerfication. In order to like Run Button, you have to be totally Jokerfied.
You get to be totally Jokerfied. You have to understand that us putting out a Mario Galaxy episode instead of a Digimon World episode, that's just because we don't give a shit about anything. That's actually funny to us. Can you believe that? That's how sick we are. I've been playing a ton of games. I finished Yakuza Kiwami recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And that was, I had my issues with it. I definitely came around on the story by the end. A lot of the story, not all of it, but you definitely had a good ending. Nishiki was done dirty in that whole series.
They fixed that, I think.
Well, no, I mean, they did what they could, I suppose. I thought the character remediation of Nishiki in 0 and 1 was I thought it was gonna be because Nishiki was gonna be in a bunch more of those games, and they had to explain why he was such a good friend to Kiryu after being such a jerk in the first game, and it turns out that's not what it was.
Shit. Yeah, no, it was just I don't know. To me, Yakuza 1 was very much who gives a shit about Nishiki? Why? I don't understand why there's emotional stakes here.
I cared about Nishiki, kinda. A little bit. I also don't. I love Majima in both 0 and Kiwami. I don't understand what. So speaking of Jokerfied, I feel like 0 was supposed to explain how Majima got Jokerfied, and it totally doesn't, right? He's just kind of
the thing with his brother.
He's kind of normal for most of it, and then right at the end, he meets Kiryu, and then he does his crazy voice, and he says Kiryu-chan. And then you're supposed to be there he is, fully formed. I feel like prequels do this constantly, where instead of showing their character evolve into what they would be later, they're just different, and then suddenly they say their catchphrase, and the audience goes, "Oh, they transformed now."
I actually felt a different way about this. For me, it was less of showing him different, and then all of a sudden he's back to what we know him as, and it was more them trying to introduce this new version of him, because he's a fan favorite, and they were we have this fan favorite character who's really different in our first game than in later games. So
okay.
I might end up being wrong about this, but I always felt 0 was to bring him more in line with how he will be in future games, not as much to bring him in line with how he is in 1.
So that's what I thought also, and I've only played 0 and Kiwami and 1, so I can't say obviously, but now I have my concerns, because that's exactly what I thought about Nishiki also, and it turns out that wasn't exactly what was happening with Nishiki. Also, I was kind of expecting the difference in characterization for Majima to follow into Kiwami, and his role in that game is largely different, but as a character he's totally just crazy, wacky, violent guy.
Well, okay,
he's
again, I
actually
disagree.
A good deal sillier, but
I disagree in that. So he's still violent, but the parts that they add versus the parts that were always in there are he seems violent and chaotic and kind of evil in Yakuza 1, but all
Right.
the stuff they add make him violent and goofy.
Yeah.
And I think that like that's where they're trying to
I
bring
guess that's
him.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're still he's still violent and crazy, but they like all the stuff they added was to make him seem less evil.
Yeah. No, I do get that. I guess it was like, yeah, I was expecting Majima to get more serious, but maybe, yeah, like, I don't know, like, Zero was, like, trying to explain Majima being silly somehow, and I'm not sure they really quite did that, but I mean, it's still, whatever. Yakuza Zero's a good game. But the thing is, I'm actually, although I am interested in, like, experiencing, like, the combat differences in Kiwami 2, I'm actually kind of feeling burned out on like the action style, and so if I play a Yakuza game in the next month or two, I think it's actually going to be Like a Dragon, and I'll play the turn-based thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
Because I hearing I had mostly heard negative things about that game until Game of the Year, and then I heard a lot of people being very positive about it, and so maybe I'll check it out.
I mean, who did you hear being positive about it?
I think it was mostly Giant Bomb, probably.
Yeah.
And you know, I think
that tracks for them.
Yeah, totally.
I think
it does,
I think the way that I heard people being negative about that game is a way that like would not phase, not that it wouldn't phase Giant Bomb, but that they would maybe or maybe not care about that stuff until Game of the Year, and then it's like they all love it or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I get that. You know, I think also now experiencing a couple more Yakuza games. I don't know. I'm up for it now in a way that I just wasn't last year. So
yeah,
I might try it out. Also,
I get it. I
as
just
much
like
as
just
I
don't want to play a turn-based game.
I know. And I don't really want to play an action beat 'em up game.
Yeah,
but Yakuza is pretty
funny
good.
being in this. I think we talked about this before, but it's funny being in the position of like when this game was announced, people were mad about it because it's turn-based and not like how Yakuza is, and people were mad about it. Like it's weird to be in the position of like let them do whatever they want, let them make whatever kind of game they want. Who cares? Also, I don't want to play that. Oh, nice!
There we go.
Nice save.
Epic save. Oh God! I did a
go backwards.
Like 30 minutes ago, I did a totally sweet Mario trick jump, but you were talking, and I wanted to be like, oh, it was a Mario trick jump, but I forgot to cut in, and then now the moment's gone. You know, that Mario trick jump is lost now, like tears in rain. And I thought of that
we'll get
analogy
another
myself.
trick jump in, I'm sure. And then you'll have to do the
that sort
editing
of just
that goes
was.
along with Mario trick jumps.
You know, that's just what we're here for. I think.
Nice.
You know, my feelings towards Galaxy had been kind of like cooling over the years a bit because I just think like a lot of the stuff it was doing felt fresher and newer at the time.
When it was fresh and new.
Some of the like design weaknesses of it become more obvious over time, and even just in a way that I think like Galaxy 2 is a much better game. But I guess we'll see if I'm wrong about that when we get to it eventually.
You don't think that it's the design weakness of Galaxy is that it's just a Mario game in the same way that they're all just Mario games?
No, I love
Galaxy
Mario
2?
games. I love Mario games, actually. That's the problem.
Hey, you! Feed me the stars, please. Oh, have you not fed this guy at all?
Oh, this is a new one.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of these guys. But I would say I found myself gravitating towards Galaxy more than I thought I would. Like, I thought I was going to open up 3D All-Stars and just play 64 probably, but it turned out if you put them right in the same game, I will actually pick Galaxy like half the time or more. Even if it's just because I've played it less than 64. But I still have never done a 120-star run in Mario 64.
It's
And as
because they
much as I'd
keep
like to do it-
re-releasing it, and you keep buying that and playing that.
It's true. As much as I would like to do it on original hardware, those N64 controllers are just kind of a bummer. The analog sticks specifically. I was also playing.
Get an aftermarket.
Finally, for the first time, I've tried the secret unlockable Diddy Kong Racing 2-player adventure mode. And it turns out, you could probably guess, but it's only one person in the overworld at a time, and it's two players in the race.
That song is so fucking good, though.
Every song in that game is a straight banger. Like,
That's how it goes.
It's unbelievable, like, how much the soundtrack elevates that game. Okay. It just like
Well, you know what else elevates
every
it?
track. What?
Having a plane that goes into the sky.
That's good too.
It elevates.
Are you? Oh, I see what you did. Oh my gosh.
But having
was
the
really
like
clever.
having the is it asymmetric? Would it be asynchronous, asymmetrical? Having the same race be multiple different routes because some people are in cars and some people are in planes is really good.
It's really good, though it doesn't come up in the adventure mode almost at all. At least none of the stuff that I've ever gotten to in all of my years playing that game. That game is still brutal. It's so difficult.
I also really like some of the power-ups. I like how they look when you use them.
Yeah. Well, I like how it's... You know, they're not as effective and you get way as Mario Kart ones, and you get way less of them, but because they're not random at all and they're consistently in the same spot, it adds this, like... You know, it's more like it's more of a technically competitive kart racing game than Mario Kart is, and maybe that's part of the reason so many people don't like it as much.
We all agree that Diddy Kong Racing is esports.
Diddy Kong Racing is fucking esports, okay? Like, even if Mario Kart 64 is like maybe a better kart racer, and it maybe is, it probably
but only
is. But only maybe. And then it had that whole adventure mode where, like, yeah, it is just kind of like, hey, play all these races a bunch of times, but it was still like in a time where all of people and a lot of people's favorite games were like Mario 64 and well, Banjo-Kazooie not at the time, you know, running around collecting stuff. It's like that in a kart racer, like you're collecting golden balloons.
Yeah.
It's a weird little like collectathon racer hybrid sort of thing, and it's nice.
It's nice.
It's fucked up. It's totally fucked up, and every song in that soundtrack is great, but also every song in that soundtrack is clearly ripping off like at least 2 other songs that you can recognize, including one of the snowy ones is just the Brady Bunch theme song. It looks like one of the phrases is
What,
totally
really?
like... yeah, if you go back and listen to it, like I was playing with Cheryl and she started singing the Brady Bunch lyrics over the song, and I was just like, fuck you, I will never unhear this. It's just so
That's really
clearly the Brady Bunch song.
To be fair, the Brady Bunch song is not a masterfully composed song.
Well, wow. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect this type of iconoclasm in Run Button. Keith tearing down our sacred American institutions like the Brady Bunch intro song. Say it isn't so.
Oh, it's so.
Oh no, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
My outlook is shattered. We should play that sometime.
Brady Bunch?
It's fun. Yeah, we should play the Brady Bunch. I'll be Jan, and you can be Marsha. And
I don't want to be Marsha. I want to be one of the other
Andy
characters.
can be the Lost Brady. And I don't know.
Is there an annoying neighbor character? I'll be the annoying neighbor character.
Well, there was an annoying Brady. There was a fourth Brady girl that was the mean, annoying one, and she was taken off the show like in the first season or whatever. So and I said that you could be her, so you could be her.
Wait, so there was a So they have all the characters, right?
The Brady family was asymmetrical at some point.
Wow, unbelievable.
But maybe it was so they could have the 9. Maybe the Alice.
But no,
was
everyone
in the
knows
center,
that I'm not a
but
Brady
instead,
head. I'm a cheaper by the dozeniac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Don't have that many kids. That's too many kids actually to have.
Yeah. Well, I feel like 3 is normal. And then if you meet
totally
someone
normal.
else that also has 3,
Ah, dang, that's
all
also
of a
pretty
sudden,
normal.
that's 6. And
And
that
then,
sounds...
Wait a second. And then, yeah, well, it's 6. It's 6 after you murder the one daughter you don't like, and you keep the 3.
Yeah, you keep her secret and you redo the intro.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part of killing your kid is redoing the intro. I feel like you've done this.
I definitely have. I don't know if he's gonna, like, instead of giving me a star this time, it'll be a launcher, and then I'll blast off somewhere. I don't fucking
He
know.
gave you a launcher last time.
Well, there you go. If he gave me a launcher last time, I don't even know what you're complaining about, Keith. Here's a negative about Mario Galaxy. It's more confusing than, say, a Mario 64 in terms of, like, what's going on.
Getting around.
Right? You're like, isn't this a new star? Why am I back at the Penguin?
Well, the maps are, like, really
just
big, and then also, you can't see all of it from anywhere. Because you're blasting through space.
Because you're blasting through space.
So you can't be like, oh, that over there, that's where I came from with the Penguin, because it's, like, way far away in space.
This is, I need it to be...
Since when are you doing inverted? I don't feel like this is not you.
Because they're putting it on the left stick. They're sick in the head, and they're putting it on the left stick, and so I need it to be inverted, because that's just what
when you're
my
in
left
first-person
thumb
mode,
likes.
you mean?
Yeah. Now I push down, and it goes up, and that's how it should be. If you're using the left stick...
I feel like you were never like this. I feel like this is new.
I think it's... It is... I think it's something I've recently come to realize about myself, but I don't understand how it must just not have come up before. I don't know what it was.
This is the same as someone who gets a fucking iguana to carry it around on their shoulder so that they become the iguana person.
How
this is an affect.
Dare you?
You are the camera inversion equivalent of an iguana person.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you accusing me of wearing a Livestrong bracelet because it's what's cool?
I'm accusing you of wearing 5 different Livestrong bracelets because Livestrong bracelets are in.
And then now I'm the Livestrong bracelet person.
Right, forever.
Oh, here's what happened. For this freeze flame thing, I only have the 4th star, which must mean I skipped over the first one somehow that first time. And so, like, I'm redoing no, this is whatever. I don't fucking care.
Well, you quit out of this to go do something else.
No, I don't think I did.
You don't think you quit out of this to play Mario 64 for 5 minutes?
I thought I got an alternate thing. Because no, I went to the Mario 64
the first
because
thing you have to do is catch this penguin every time.
Yeah, it's very dumb. I don't like talking to people in Mario games. It's never been good, and they shouldn't do it.
Mario is antisocial.
Popular opinion. Yay! So I found my Sim Ant CD, my CD-ROM.
Nice.
But I couldn't.
Did you boot it up?
It was Mac. It was Mac and Windows, but it wouldn't play in either version because they both don't have 16-bit compatibility anymore. But then it turns out
Windows
you
has
can
compatibility mode.
You can just. It didn't work for some reason. Because I think it was. This is like a 1991 DOS game that was like already doing some kind of compatibility thing in 1995.
Okay, fair.
So I don't know. But it turns out it's just on My Abandonware, and they just have an in-browser DOSBox window, so you can just start playing it in like half a second and have it like full screen and mouse support and everything. So
very cool.
So I played a little Sim Ant.
How was it?
It's fun. It's definitely like impressive for what they were doing in 1991, but it is a lot of like, you know, it's like really simmy looking stuff. You have tons of buttons and windows, and there's like lots of graphs depicting things as squares moving around.
I've never played it. I've like barely even seen it. I just know that it's like really well regarded.
Yeah, it's definitely neat, but you like
I've seen it a little
play
bit.
as one ant, which is weird. Though you can switch around to whatever ant you want, but it's a little cumbersome. Like, it's not really made to do it. You just can do it. It's like a feature. And like if you want your ants to attack other ants, you click on your ant and say recruit 10 ants, and it will just like 10 of the CPU ants will just start following you around. I think I realized essentially what it is. It's like, I think this game is like older than RTS, basically. It's like an RTS that's older than RTS, so they're kind of like figuring out their own thing and trying to make it work. It's definitely interesting.
Sim Ant port for Switch, please, which is the sequel to Sim Ant port, which is an Ant Airport.
But so I found out about an early access game on Steam called Empires of the Undergrowth, which is a different ant sim.
Sounds grim.
Sounds
dark.
pretty cool. Underground is dark, so I can only call that fair play. Apparently that one does not have direct control.
Is this Baron
of
Burr?
the
Did we
ants.
finally find Baron Burr?
That's Baron Burr. The
brutal,
the frost miser. I feel like it's Sim Ant. It's not. I didn't enjoy it, but it in some way, because I said I was like, I'm gonna raise ants, and your response was like, why don't you just play Sim Ant instead? And I feel like Sim Ant just confirmed for me that I don't want to. I just want to watch the ants do their ant thing on their own. I don't want to have to do the ant stuff. It's stressful. Also, Sim Ant, it's like very combative, and it's not necessarily inaccurate for ants, but it is all totally framed as like, you're in a big backyard, the backyard is sectioned into grids, and then each one of those grids is essentially a battlefield between black ants and red ants, and you're the black ants and you have to fight the red ants. And like, that's, like I said, it's a sim game from 1991, so they were, they weren't, like total accuracy to real life was really never on the table. But
geez, you get knocked out by that again?
Yeah. This whole level, I'm calling bullshit on, and now I'm remembering this is right around the time that we quit. Of the time I was playing through this game with Nick, we like got to this level and we're just kind of like, we're done. Also, this Ender's Game audiobook is over.
Did you do an Ender's Game audiobook?
I had never read Ender's Game.
I feel like you missed your window.
I definitely missed my window on reading it as like a nerdy outcast in school and like over-identifying with the main character and being like, yeah, this person's valiant. And instead, I was just like, "Oh, this character's like a little bit of a psychopath." Actually, it's a weird. It's still. I still think it's an interesting book. That's like kind of worth reading. It's pretty. I don't know. Orson Scott Card is what he is. We don't.
Well,
like
you
him.
had years
I stole
to read
the
this
audiobook.
without
Does that
knowing
make it
that
better?
Orson Scott Card is the worst.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I just learned that so long ago, it felt like it was never in the cards, but I suppose it was.
Well, your real problem was having read or listened to Ender's Game and then not gone and listened to Ender's Shadow, the superior
Right.
book.
I think, was it your advice to skip to Ender's Shadow that really put me off the whole series, because then I couldn't decide on which book to read next, and so I just didn't, which also seemed like a fine move.
It's possible that I said that. I wouldn't agree with that now, and it's not like I have read either of those books in 15 years, so...
Wait, you wouldn't agree with what?
I would not tell you to read Ender's Shadow first.
No, you told me to read that second after Ender's Game, instead of Speaker for the Dead.
Then definitely, that's the only choice. I thought you were saying that I said to read Ender's Shadow instead of Ender's Game, and that doesn't make sense at all.
No.
So you were like, Keith said to definitely read Ender's Shadow after Ender's Game, and that has
But I was
somehow
like,
instilled doubt in me.
But I
On
really
whether
don't
I
like
should
going
read
out
the
of...
direct sequel or a different book in the series.
It's not a direct sequel. It's like a sidequel.
It was written right after. It was the next
No,
one
it wasn't.
chronologically written.
No, it wasn't.
I'm pretty
Speaker
sure
for
it
the
was.
Dead was. It's like the 4th or 5th one.
Really?
Yeah. So you were like, hey, jump to the 4th or 5th one, and I was like, I don't know, I really like going in order for some reason, and then I just never read another book in my life, and that's the story of how Keith put me off reading.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it definitely has nothing to do with any of those other books, because it's just the Ender's Game story, one for one, told from a different perspective.
Oh my gosh, like a shadow.
Right.
I get it now.
I think you got it before.
I got it before. Ooh, a Daredevil comet. I'm intrigued.
Oh, it was actually written a long time after Ender's Game was written.
Yeah.
Like an extremely long time. Ender's Game was
How
written in
long?
1977, which is a lot earlier than I thought. And Ender's Shadow was written in 1999.
Wow. That is a long time.
Extremely long time. And so you've got Speaker for the Dead, which I didn't like, Xenocide, which I didn't read, Children of the Mind, which I didn't read, Ender's Shadow, and then I read Shadow of the Hegemon, which I did like.
Huh. Wow, I didn't realize you had such experience. Why are we here again? Oh, right. Oops. That's the Daredevil comet. It gonna get you.
I feel like we have gotten to the inevitable conclusion that Mario Galaxy sucks and we should stop playing.
Wait, what?
I just feel like you have only lost for the last half an hour.
No, I beat this guy. This is a new, I'm just doing it again.
But did
Aren't
you
I?
beat?
Oh, I'm
did
just
you beat
fighting
Baron
this
Burr?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw you lose that again.
No. I am not gonna. I realize now this Daredevil comet is just beat that same boss you had trouble with, but do it with 1 health, and I'm not gonna do that. That's really stupid, and that's why every time I set out to get all the stars in Mario Galaxy, I stop really quickly because all of the extra stars are bullshit. Boop, 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 boop,
All of
boop.
the extra stars are bullshit.
A lot of them. Just let
Oh,
me
I remember
make
this.
just let me make blanket unsubstantiated statements, please. Stop questioning me.
Kylie says that Mario Galaxy only has one good star every level, and it's the one that they make you get.
What? No, not
what you're
those
saying.
stars. No, the comet stars. Like the comet stars and like the purple coin stars. Those ones.
Okay. Comet. What are the comet ones?
Like the one I just did, a Daredevil comet, where it was like, do this boss again, but now you have even less health than before.
Oh, okay.
Love this music.
I love
Classic.
VVVVVV.
Oh, well.
I bet your momentum could take you all the way down if you jump off the ledge.
But then down.
Why is
Wow,
it not
this thing
moving?
is not moving.
You should jump. There you go.
Yeah. Because I had to get up there, so I needed the thing.
Look at that. Look at that guy.
Look,
He's just
look
sitting
at
there.
that. Look at that guy. Look at these holes in the ground.
I don't like how
All this
soft the points are on the stars. These are really. This game's full of flaccid stars.
I don't like the Lumas so much, or at least I know they're. I think
look
Mario should
extremely
stop trying
melty.
to make the stars into characters. It's never good. Lumas was like maybe the best they ever did, but we're already collecting
Oh,
stars.
you don't like the, what are they fucking called? Like the Star Fathers from Mario Party or whatever?
Yeah, whatever, the grand stars. Grand Star. Okay. So it is like grandfather. I never thought of it that way. Star Fathers.
That's close.
You come to me on this, the day of my daughter's mini game party.
You come to me on my daughter's wedding cake?
Well done. But it's still. Oh shit!
Oh, you just got melted by dark matter.
See
or
yeah, I
whatever.
just got disintegrated by dark matter. Whoops. There are still a lot of great, really creative levels in this game, and I think that was what felt like was missing to me from a lot of video games at the time. Was, we had
Good
had
levels.
we had had these
That's
like
important.
we had a decade of like the refinement of like the open world game and like the AAA game and whatever. Like Mario 64 kind of in some ways invented this sort of like
It's the indie
open
game that
world-ish
reinvented
thing.
good levels.
I guess it sort of is. So like, yeah, Mario Galaxy felt new and interesting to me at the time because it's like, wow, bite-sized levels like a Mario game, and like that cake level where everything looks like dessert, and you're running on this like treadmill made out of like fondant with shapes cut out of it, so you have to like not jump on the shapes because then you'll fall through. Like they were just like playing around. It also like video games became very much about these logical connected worlds in a way that video games had never really had to think about before. And then Mario Galaxy was like, no, we're just gonna put a bunch of platforms floating in space.
I think that we've talked a lot in the Mario Mega series about like that Mario is weird and Mario's always been weird, and Mario Galaxy is a perfect conceit for them to be able to just get away with anything.
Yeah.
Like they can make Mario do whatever that they wanted.
You know, and then
I
you
think
know,
they
like
did a good job making a lot of different kinds of things.
Yeah. And then in Mario Odyssey, they're like, who's the mayor of this city? And like, you know, and that totally works for that game. But I like the.
I don't understand
like the way Galaxy
I don't
is.
understand what that is.
Just that like they like that so much about the environments and stuff in Mario Odyssey is it's that exact like sort of like really thoroughly planned and designed area that they thought a lot about, like how does this space work and then like what's the story of this space. And, like there's not a lot of what's the story of this space in Galaxy other than it's all space.
Right.
But that it does end up in Mario Galaxy. It, you know, sometimes it all just kind of blends together in this like muddy mess of just platforms and stuff in your brain, because it's like none of it is like, not none of it. A lot of it is can be like not distinctive enough from the rest of the game, and it all just kind of blends together a little bit.
Well, part of it is that there's no through line because every level is such a totally different thing. Sometimes you're in an ice place, and sometimes you're in a cake place, and sometimes you're in an aerogravity place, and so it's hard to grab onto anything.
Well, I think there is like, I think there's like what, like Cake World is like one place, right? I don't, yeah. But in general, yeah, you're right.
Which I
like, I wonder if the people,
is a bad thing.
I wonder if the people who disliked Galaxy because it was more linear and divided than like Sunshine or 64. Like, I wonder if they like it more now that they did get that thing in Mario Odyssey. You know, like, did they get the Mario game that was for them, and now they can appreciate Galaxy
It's
a bit
hard
more?
because I've barely seen any of Mario Galaxy.
Of Odyssey?
Sorry, Mario Odyssey, I mean.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's I kind of feel that way about the exploratory version. Like, I actually, like, was glad that they didn't do another more exploratory Mario game at the time for Galaxy, but by the time they made Odyssey, it was good. So
yeah, it makes
if
me
Odyssey
wonder
has,
what I want. It makes me wonder what I want from a Mario game, a 3D Mario game. Like, hypothetically, if they had decided to satisfy me.
right? And shouldn't everyone decide to satisfy Keith?
I would love it if they made a Mario game. They decided, look, we heard about this guy Keith.
Yeah.
His favorite Mario game is Mario Land for the Game Boy. He doesn't really like Mario 64. He kind of likes Mario Sunshine.
That's not... Why would they try to court that person?
Doesn't dislike it so much relative to the other ones, at least, is what I'll say.
You should try Odyssey. Try Odyssey.
I tried it. I couldn't stand it.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't try Odyssey.
We talked about it. I immediately, all of the things that the game wants me to do, I really didn't like. I didn't like the way the Mario moves. I didn't like the way that the game looked. I didn't like the action of, like, I didn't like the lie about the hat, which I feel like is an unforgivable sin.
The lie about the hat.
I played this game and tried to put my hat on, like, 4 different things, and, like, none of them worked. I didn't like, there's, like, a double jump where you, like, jump and then jump on the hat, right?
Yeah, that's really tricky.
I didn't like that. I didn't like how that worked. That wasn't fun for me. And I just don't know, like, but I kind of like Mario Galaxy. Like, if I had to pick a game, like, if I had to pick one of these games to play all the way through, or maybe to play for like 15 hours, it would probably be Galaxy or Galaxy 2. Doesn't matter.
I guess I chose the right guy to be my arch enemy. He does this on purpose? It's not just like a grudge. He's just like, oh, well, he's my arch enemy. I have to go fuck with him today. It's my whole thing. No.
I don't know.
Oh, we didn't clap
Yes, I
or sync
chose
it.
the right guy. We didn't what?
Oh, that's a Grand Star. Sorry, the Grand Stars weren't the... They could all be Grand Stars. Who the fuck knows? Bada bing! Toss that up in the sky, buddy! I like this animation where it's like the 1, 2, 3... Boop, boop,
Yeah.
bye!
Yeah, Odyssey immediately was so not fun for me to play that I was genuinely surprised that people seemed to really like it. Like, I know that I don't really like 3D Mario games, but
Yeah, I guess you really don't.
I thought that I could tell when a Mario game felt fun still. But I don't know, I guess not.
Wow. Yeah, because I mean, when it comes to Mario, I think of the 3D ones as the ones that you like. So if you don't like the 3D ones, I guess you just don't like Mario. Look at this.
Well, here are the ones that I like. I'll tell you my favorite Mario games. 1, Super Mario Land.
I heard about that one.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Okay, now I'm listening.
Super Mario Advanced.
Super Mario
And-
Brothers 2?
Yeah.
So basically your games are like
Everyone's least
the
favorite
first-
ones except for Mario Brothers 3. Or is it
the
Mario
first
World?
4
One
Mario
of the two
games
I like
except the
more.
original.
What's that?
I mean, you're basically saying your favorite games are like the first 4 minus the original,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it was like one. It was either like 1, 2, 3 and then Land, or 1, 2 Land and then 3.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah. So I like 2. I like Land, and then either 3 or World. I also like New Super Mario Brothers Wii, kind of.
No, you don't. You hate that game.
Or it's 2. I liked playing. I like the messy
Okay.
co-op of it, but I don't care about the actual game.
I think there is a chance, and God willing, if we ever get there on this Let's Play, we will see. I think you might like 3D Worlds co-op. Like, it has that
Okay.
kind of co-op thing of the new Super Mario Brothers, but it's not like unplayable in the way that the co-op makes those games unplayable, but like still has some of that chaos, I think.
And then
And we know you
side
don't
game,
really
like,
wanna
my-
make a Mario.
The real answer is that my favorite Mario games are like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers.
Yeah, oh sure, fake fan. I've heard of those, yeah.
I'm not a fake fan. I like to
Just
see
not a
what
fan.
Mario does on his day off, not when he's working.
Okay, sure. Well, he's not working because he's a plumber, so this is what he does on his day off.
Sure, he's a fucking plumber. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
got it.
he's a plumber. I don't know why you forgot that, but he's a plumber. Oh, I could have just come around this side. No, that's easier. Are we done?
Let me
today?
think. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing a Mario game. Like I said, probably if I had to spend
Golf,
15 hours
tennis.
playing a 3D Mario game, it would be either Galaxy 1 or 2. I don't care which one.
Have you played 2? I thought you hadn't played 2.
I played half of 2. I quit. I also played
Huh.
half of 1, but I played less of 2. By the time 2 came out, I bought it. But playing it was me realizing, like, do I like this? I guess I don't really like this. And I don't think it's because it's so different than 1. I just think it's that I learned that I
you
don't
just
really
don't like-
care about Mario. Like and honestly, the choice is either between
Ooh.
one of the galaxies or Sunshine.
That's so fucked up.
Because if I have to spend 15 hours, I'd rather do the one where I can fuck around with the jetpack. I could just spend 5 hours doing that.
But to what end, though?
Who cares? To what end is any of this? Boy, I like the look of this place.
Yeah. Wait a
Welcome
second.
to the galaxy. Oh, this is the galaxy.
This is just an older one mirrored and then given a different color scheme.
Oh, it's fall instead of spring or something?
Really?
That's still cute,
Really,
though.
Galaxy? Oh, come on. You know, you and your few runaround levels, you're gonna copy and paste on me?
Remind me the difference between Mario Brothers 3 and Mario World.
Well, 3 did not.
Which
in
one has
its
the
original-
overworld?
Well, they both have an overworld, but
Okay.
in 3 they were all disconnected worlds instead of one world, and also there was no save file in the NES version. So you had
Which
to just
one is
play
the
thing
one
straight
that
through.
has, like, the mountain that you move up?
The mountain you move up?
In the overworld. The overworld that has, like, a
That-
big hill.
Sure sounds like world to me.
World, then. That's the one that I like, is World.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to like 3 more than World. I have probably changed my stance on that one. World is pretty solid. Ooh. I'll tell you what game I got sold on recently, I guess it was Jan talking about it on Giant Bomb Game of the Year, but it was the 13 Sentinels game.
I've heard
have
good
you
things
heard
about that
this
recently.
one? Yeah.
I heard about it for the first time a couple months ago. And I've heard only good things about it pretty much. I heard Jen talking about it. I didn't much care for that song.
Oh, I don't remember the song.
It was in the best soundtrack thing.
Yeah.
Jan described a song, like a setup for a song, and like, here's this pop star that sings to you to tell you to do a good job saving the world or whatever.
Right.
And I was like, I don't care about this, but I otherwise have heard that the game is good.
I've heard it's very anime and it has lots of tropes. And I know those tropes.
All anime has lots of tropes.
Yeah. But I'm interested in this like interwoven narrative thing. I don't know, maybe there's a little Sonic adventure in there. I'm trying to find the Sonic adventure where I can, and that's really what it's all about.
Because Sega's not giving it to you.
Because Sega's sure as fuck not giving it to me.
They insist on giving it to us instead of giving it to us.
Yeah, come on, Sega, quit giving it to us. Where the fuck is Sonic Mania 2? Like, what a slam dunk. They spent $5 on the development for that game, and it sold really well and reviewed really
people
well.
loved
What's
it.
the fucking deal?
It's sort of, I mean, they just can't get out of their own way.
I guess, yeah.
Like, it stops being, like, at some point, you have to, you can't just, like, look at, for a long time it seemed like, oh, Sonic Team can't make a good Sonic game, and it has started to be like, oh, Sega just cannot do anything right. Any Sonic thing right, at least.
I think Yuji Naka is like about to put out his first game since leaving mid-development on Sonic 06.
Wow.
Wait,
A
no,
Sonic
that's not
game?
true. I think he's been doing stuff since then, actually. But I think he has something.
Sonic
coming
game or
out.
something else?
No, something else.
Okay. What is it?
I have no idea. I'm not sure that I'm really interested in what Yuji Naka's doing, but I guess we'll see. I think I like followed him on Twitter for a while, and it was just like it was a lot of like him going places with his 2 sons, which was kind of sweet. Like, and me and my sons at the Great Wall of China. Me and my 2
this
sons
is better
having
than
just seen
anything
Frozen
that I
2.
saw in Odyssey.
That's funny. This is my least favorite stuff in the game. I think the bee suit is like really slow and boring.
Well, it's slow, but that doesn't mean, look at it. Look at how cute that is. And you're just flying around. I love to fly around.
But I thought Mario should be weird. That's how I thought of it. And this is really cute.
You don't think that wearing a bee suit and flying around like a little bumblebee is not weird?
No, I think that's just, you know what? And I hate to say it, I think it's more normie shit. You know, normies always be dressing up like bees and buzzing around, and I'm like, come on, Mario, do something
I don't know
interesting.
about that.
You know, have an original thought.
Drescher says Yuji Naka worked on a lot of the Street Pass Plaza games.
Oh, really? That's
The new
interesting.
game is Balan Wonderworld, which just dropped a demo. It's boring.
Cool. Much excite. I've been playing a ton of stuff. I have some more stuff. You know what I just fell back into recently that I never would have expected? Into the Breach. I've just like...
Really?
I was like, yeah, maybe I'll play a little Into the Breach, a game I like didn't care that much for at the time, and now can't stop playing it.
Yeah, I remember you were weirdly dismissive of me having said I feel bad about missing that game the year that it came out.
Me and
Like
I was
during
just
the
like,
game of the year,
fuck it,
I
you
just
didn't need to play
mentioned it offhandedly of like, there's games that I missed this year that I wish I had gotten to play, and one of the games I listed was Into the Breach, and you were like, who gives a shit? No one cares about Into the Breach.
Oh, I did not feel that no one cared about Into the Breach, but I felt that I didn't care about Into the Breach. But you know what happened? You know what happened in between the first time I played Into the Breach and the second time?
No?
Me getting really into chess. And so I think that's
Right.
made the difference. Because I think, it's...
Well, because chess is just the worst possible strategy game.
Why is it the worst possible strategy game?
Well, it's like flour, right? Like, I don't want it. I understand the utility of flour, but it's an ingredient. I don't want to eat spoonfuls of it.
Oh, I thought you meant
I
the
want
game
to
flour.
use chess as an ingredient.
What?
Yeah.
It just sounds to me like you're not, like you gotta learn to play chess. I don't know, it just sounds like you're not playing chess.
Yeah, I'm not playing chess because it sucks and is boring.
Okay, if you feel this way about chess, how fucking dare you give me shit for suggesting that you don't need to care about Into the Breach? Because I have some news for you.
I like other tactics games. It's like I just said, it's like flour. You take chess and use it as an ingredient to bake something actually good.
Oh. Okay.
And so, yeah, I get it. Some people like to eat spoonfuls of flour,
No,
and that's enough for them. But for me, I like to
that's
use it
not
as an
true.
ingredient.
Nobody does that, actually.
Yeah, it sounds like you do it.
No, I don't do it. That's not me. Couldn't be me.
I like mustard, but I only like it spread on my sandwiches. I don't like big spoonfuls of it, like some people.
Oh, because that's what I eat. I'm always just squirting out a bowl of mustard.
Yeah.
I just take the bottle, take a bowl, take a spoon. The rest is history, you know? Nom nom
Yeah,
nom.
it's really annoying to me. I
Sucking
mean, I don't
down
mean to
that
be
sweet,
harsh
sweet
on-
seed juice, that sweet
What's
seed
that?
paste. Sucking down that sweet, sweet seed paste.
I don't mean to be harsh on chess, except for that I just feel like for the last 5 years, people keep liking chess out of nowhere, and then it's
Yeah.
a TV show, and then everyone's playing chess and talking about it.
Okay, chess has been a very famous game for many years. It always
But I used to not
exists
have
when
to
you're
be thinking about it.
It always exists when you're born, so anytime you decide to play it, you're deciding to play it out of nowhere. Yeah, I guess they're not releasing any updates for chess. I guess the ongoing development ended at some point.
Support for chess has been extremely lackluster.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm not sure that I felt as explicitly negative as you did about chess, but I definitely felt like playing
I
it
know how to
didn't-
play chess. I played chess when I was a kid.
I know how to play. This is what I'm trying to say. Or I mean, I guess it's not what I'm trying to say, but I mean, I always knew how to play chess, but I didn't start liking it until like last year, really. Or like I think I thought I liked chess as a kid, and then kind of realized I didn't. But you know, when I think about chess, it's like Just like a game where it can feel really difficult just to even find like a safe move to make, and like that's exactly what Into the Breach is like all the time. And I think I
but
just
with chess,
didn't care for
it's
that
chess.
as much before.
But with Into the
and now I
Breach,
do.
it's robots, and
Right.
so that's good instead of bad.
I see. And I am writing this down. Robots, good.
Not all the time.
Martial combat, bad.
No, martial combat.
What's-
Chess is not martial combat. Chess is plastic pieces scooting around.
Well, what about wooden pieces?
Sure, or glass. You know.
But here's the thing,
It's-
though. Into the Breach is like, that's like the worst example you could make to try to like argue that like a video game is so much better because it has the graphics. Because like the graphics of Into the Breach like borderline suck. And it's like, it is hardly animated at all. It's basically just, it's like the same as a chessboard. Like those pieces don't animate. They just slide around, just like chess pieces.
I don't know. I can't explain it to you other than
Yeah, I guess you can't.
other than that it should be obvious that chess is bogus and not chess. Tactics games are good.
Oh, okay. Well,
And not
look at you
always.
playing-
Not all of them. Like I didn't want to play. I never wanted to play Fire Emblem.
Yeah. So, which are the ones that you do want to play?
I like it. I mean, I thought that I might want to try Into the Breach.
Okay.
I never tried it. I still haven't tried it. I liked XCOM. That was a good one.
That's a game. Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah. There you go. So there's one.
There's one.
Yeah.
We got it.
That's all I need. I
What's
just need
another
one.
one? Like, what was? Because that's like. What was the first tactics game that you enjoyed?
I'm trying to think.
Did you
actually,
ever play a Shining Force?
I played a ton of a tactics game. Like that was like the first tactics game. If that's what you want to know, I don't remember what it was called. It was a browser-based game. I played a ton of it. And it was like fantasy themed, I guess. There was like archers and mages and
Okay.
whatever. And that was a ton of fun. I played that a ton as a kid.
And I do see this now that you hate chess because it's the establishment, and then you come in here telling me about a fake game you played when you were a kid. Like that's supposed
Not
to supplant
fake.
it? Yeah, a browser-based game. What was it? Flash? Sounds fake to me.
Yeah, it was probably Flash.
Yeah, it sounds like a fake
no,
game.
actually, I don't
sounds
think
like
it
a
was
fake
Flash. I think
game
it was
for a fake
post-Flash.
gamer.
Not like post-Flash being dead, but post-Flash being a thing.
Flash is still a
I
thing,
played Banner Saga. I
baby.
like Banner Saga a lot. What was the Massive Chalice? I also like Massive Chalice a lot.
I think I like backed that and then never played it or something. Oh,
I think Massive Chalice was really good. I thought Banner Saga was really good as well. So yeah, every few years I play a tactics game and I enjoy it.
right.
And then sometimes I have no desire to play one, like Fire Emblem or like chess.
I see Lexi here in the chat being like, Keith is right, honestly. I don't want to dunk too hard on chess, but the whole smart people play chess thing is up there with IQ tests in levels of bogus. I mean, that's fair enough. I don't think that was... You can't say Keith was right. That was never the argument we were having.
I think anyone at any time can say Keith was right. It's always true.
Your mom. Well, wait. First about the chess thing. You know, I would agree with that. I don't think we need to over intellectualize or whatever. We don't have to pretend that playing chess makes you a genius. I just think it's a really fun game.
So I can explain the thing about chess. We've talked about this before, which is why I haven't brought it up yet. is because I've already said this on Run Button. But the reason that I don't like chess is because it, to me, feels like, it feels very, like, I don't like high-level play of chess, and it's the striving for high-level play that I find makes the game more boring as you get higher.
Okay.
And so casual games of chess between novices, I think, can be interesting for me to do. But it's the learning more about chess, I think, makes chess worse.
That's
as
okay.
a game.
We have talked about this before, but I feel strongly that like getting better at chess is really not. You're not like. It's not about studying chess. It's just like a shooter. Like you just play it more and you get better at like learning where you can create advantages and like, you know, good moves that are effective in a lot of scenarios. Like this idea that like getting good at chess is about like memorizing move patterns and stuff is really not true. Like chess openings are a thing, but what makes chess so interesting and replayable as a game is that so quickly a chessboard will devolve into a state that a chessboard has literally never had before, that like you can't memorize what to do in every situation because there is no perfect strategy for every situation. That's what's so good about it as a game. People have been playing it for a while for a reason. It's not just about pretending to be smart.
People have done a lot of things for a lot of time. That also is bad. We know that we cannot justify something that is old as being good.
I think a game is a slightly different scenario because the idea is usually to have fun playing it.
For a long time. That's extremely unhealthy and bad and dangerous. That's also a game, not as old as chess.
Okay, you're right. If chess was giving people concussions, I would tell people to stop playing chess.
It's not giving me a concussion, but it's giving me an aneurysm.
That's offensive.
I'm having a conniption over it.
That's offensive because my grandmother had a conniption about her mocha almond ice cream being melted.
I do want to dunk on chess hard. That's where I differ from Lexi. Chess has gone on long enough with people being...
No, this is fucking stupid. It's like you being like, oh, it just sounds to me like me and a bunch of your other friends all noticed at the same time that chess slaps hard and like you're grumpy about it. Like, oh, my friends like chess now. It's stupid. It's just fun.
It's not fun.
Aw.
Look, I mean, I didn't bring chess up, I don't think.
No, you didn't bring up chess.
This is the thing. People keep bringing up chess. This is not the first time this has happened to me.
That's just not...
I'm sick of it.
Wait, can I talk about the... Oh, I have to get this idiot to follow me. All right, well, come on. We'll wait. I got, so you remember, I got Christmas ornaments from my mom and your mom this year to decorate a Christmas tree with. A bunch of them.
Oh, this is what you were going to say about my mom
Some
earlier?
of them were like baby photos of you, which was really funny. Like, she, I think accidentally gave me her photos. But it just, as I was over there at their house, because I think my mom and your mom share a house now, an apartment. Yeah.
It's a condo or something, or a townhouse. I don't know.
She just cracked me up because she did a thing that I had noticed you doing like more and more recently, and I couldn't tell if it was like happening more often than usual. But she did this thing where she started like it sounded like she was about to apologize. She's like, "I just wanted to say, you two were both wrong about this thing and I was right," and like brought up something from yesterday, and I just started laughing because like I had noticed you doing that in the past year. It's like you'll start sounding like you're going to apologize and then you're just like, by the way, here's another thing I was right about.
It's good to keep track.
It is good to keep track. How would we know how right Keith is about things if we didn't keep track?
if I just let it go, then I wouldn't be getting credit for how right I was.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We were talking about people suggesting what we should play. Somebody said, let's play 30-something years of Final Fantasy. And isn't that a silly thing to suggest?
Yeah, that is a silly thing. That's too many years.
That's too many years. Do we have any other stuff around that we want to talk about right now, or are we going to talk about that at some other time?
We can talk about it now, but I actually feel like because we're 2 hours into this recording, we're gonna have to actually talk about it earlier than this.
This could come out in 2023. Who knows when people are seeing this video?
So it's too late. I thought about breaking it up an hour ago, and I was like, "There's no guarantee that this is coming out even this month," which is the month that it needs to come out in.
Now here's a fucking game. When was the last time you played
I will say
Jenga?
it now anyway, just as a second reminder, because we will have already said this at least two other places probably.
Okay, I guess this is
but we're going to do
a
Silent Hill, a Final Fantasy marathon.
Where
we play. I specifically am going to play multiple hours of several Final Fantasy games. We think that it's going to be 8, 9, and 10.
Yep.
In an effort to figure out what the hell's going on with these things.
Just what is this? All the kids are talking
What is
about
all
it.
this?
They're all coming home and they're saying, "Mom, me and my friends keep talking about the Final Fantasy." And I said to Lorraine, "How can it be a Final Fantasy if it's the 8th one?" So we're just gonna have to go in and find out for ourselves, for the children. And and I'm excited. I hope it's a good time.
It is a bad title, right?
I think it's a great title. I think it rolls off the tongue. It used to have a great fake story they made up about why they called it that. About how, the studio was running out of money and this was going to be their last game, so it was the Final Fantasy. And then actually later they just admitted that they just thought it sounded good to have a title that could abbreviate as FF. And they were right.
What are you meant to be doing? What is this duck?
I think I'm meant to be doing this.
That can't be true.
Okay, I'm getting it wrong though. Okay, here it is. Wait, what? Is this not right?
No, there's no way that's right.
Let's get this Joker out of here and see if that gets us anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, God fucking damn it. Well, of course Jenga's gonna be easier when you're a bee. We all know that.
Yep.
You know when you try to bust out Jenga because you think it's gonna be a wholesome family competition, and then your goddamn sister is like, "I'm gonna be the bee," and you're like, "Come on, sis. You know the bee
That's
is
the
OP.
game.
It's
Jenga
OP.
is better than chess, by the way. I think we can all agree on this.
Even I have hard time, I have a hard time refuting that one. Jenga is just great.
I mean, the absolute thrill of taking one of these little pieces out and putting it up top, unbeatable.
Do you not like Jenga?
No, I love Jenga.
Okay, I just can never tell when you're being serious.
No, I'm being dead serious. You take one of those little pieces out, it's extremely thrilling. Then you gotta put it up top. Keep it all steady.
Is I've found Jenga is one of the rare board games where kids are not that much worse at it than adults. And it's not really a board, tabletop game. A lot of time, even with their, maybe it's their tiny hands giving them an advantage. Their tiny hands and their feather-light touch. It's like they were designed for Jenga. They're right there.
But
their
then they have
is right down at the
horrible
table.
attention spans and low self-control.
Yeah,
Poor spatial awareness. It evens it out.
But But then again, if you've ever just, sat down, two adults, either side of a table, not pussyfooting around, not there to have everyone have a wholesome or good time, but you're just there to fucking throw down on a Jenga tower. Damn. You can get that thing so high. End of sentence.
I want to say, by the way, my chess. This has reminded me. I do want to finish up my chess position because you were talking about knowing the moves, whatever, blah blah blah.
Hey,
it's not really as much. It's not as much about
Please.
that.
I would develop and fortify that position. Spread out your pawns. Get your rooks out.
This is not only a thing that I feel about chess. It's also a thing that I feel about RTS games and like professional sports. So like this is not only a chess thing for me. I also find professional sports to be more boring than amateur sports, and I find esports to be more boring than not.
But Keith, when you play chess, that is amateur chess. Like when you're like, oh, two amateurs playing chess, that's exciting. It's like, yeah, what do you think I do? You think I'm a grandmaster?
It's more fun. But I just don't care to play it. It's not that fun to play.
All right.
And then the fundamental pursuit of it, I think,
I used to think like you, and I was wrong.
I used to think like you, and I was wrong.
I was dead wrong.
I liked chess when I was in middle school or whatever.
Are we not? But you know what I did? I played in Yakuza recently. I didn't even know. Everyone talks about Mahjong in Yakuza. You know what they're never mentioning? The shogi.
Right. Yes, you can play shogi.
Which is just chess. It's like it's like a fork of chess. Like the pieces move slightly differently. The pawns move forward and capture forward. And I feel like I bet that was the original way pawns work. It just seems like diagonal pawn capturing is something you add later. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like forward capturing doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't really make any sense
because they just run into each other, which I guess is what they do in real life.
Right.
Like that is what a front line does.
Yeah.
But at least there's like a little something to it if you add the diagonal. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe it actually doesn't add anything. It just seems like it does.
It totally changes it because when pawns can't capture each other forward, it means that when pawns will always, if they don't capture diagonally, they will meet each other and then make like a wall. So then chess becomes all about having this wall of pawns, and I guess shogi isn't really like that, but I haven't played much of it. Shogi was in Clubhouse Games also this year, a game that was robbed from my Game of the Year list by me.
But now follow me here, though. Do you not create a de facto wall of pawns by not wanting to move your pawn up against another pawn because that pawn will just then be taken?
Exactly.
So then instead of having a wall of pawns, you have an aisle of pawns.
Then maybe you add the diagonal thing. It's like, listen, no one moves their pawns forward because they don't want to get captured, so we'll just agree that pawns can't capture forward so that you put them against each other instead of leaving them space. This is like, this sort of thing is like where en passant came from, which is like the confusing rule of chess that never comes up, which
behind.
is that... oh shit, was I supposed to get a shell first? Oh no. Did I do this wrong? What is this?
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you... This works with car races too. If you try to get the car after the race starts, you're gonna lose. Was I supposed to already be in my car?
You walk up to a person in a car and they're like, "Hey, let's race." And you go, "Yeah, okay." And they go, "On your mark, go." And they just peel out.
I wasn't ready.
Oh no. So anyways,
Oh,
I
you
think
fool.
the thing was like they added the rule about moving pawns 2 spaces literally just to speed up the game so you didn't have to move your pawns as much. But then it meant that like you couldn't get as close to pawns as you used to be able to without them like being able to move past you.
Right,
Like
because
you
they would move 2 spaces and be behind you,
Right.
or on the
Yeah.
same space, but then you could be captured from behind. Yeah.
like
Can
still
I
make
just say
you
how much?
attacked.
How wouldn't this be better if they had like grenades?
Yeah, if they had holy hand grenades, it would be way better. I think
Right.
we all learned that. No one's out beyond this point. I call bullshit. I think
Not exactly the form of tactic games that I was listing, but Worm's another great tactics game.
Oh God, I hate Worms. I can't stand that game.
I know that you think that you do, but it's actually an age-old game that stood the test of time.
It's true. It's true. I mean, so many people like Worms. I know
Yeah.
I'm in the minority position to not like it, but I have never liked or been successful at Worms despite my attempts. I don't know what it is. I don't-
Worms is chess for the people, I think.
I mean, it's for some people, and
checkers.
and I guess me and those people aren't going to be playing tactics games against each other, unfortunately.
Checkers is also chess for the people.
Checkers is so much more difficult of a game than I thought it was when I was a kid.
Yeah. I love checkers. I'm a big fan of checkers, actually.
See, I think checkers has the opposite thing that chess has. People, like, oh, chess has this like over intellectual reputation or something. And
Did you not get the
checkers
thing
has
again?
this like there is no thing. There's no thing.
I thought there isn't a shell until you just start
No.
the thing? Okay.
We're talking about chess, so maybe I'm not paying enough attention. But I mean, it's probably not though. Doesn't sound like me.
Now let's finish this and then be done. I'm sick of Mario.
Okay. Should go this.
It's also been 2.5 hours. So.
It's been a while. We played some Mario. This is I had to. I don't know. It feels weird to want to play Mario Galaxy again. I had to wait a few days because I got the save file in place, and then
Yeah.
it was like, whoops,
I'm
I
willing
can't.
to do another couple hours.
I can't play this game
next week
anymore.
or whatever, so that you can keep playing your Mario. I think
Could do it.
2021 is the year that we should finally experiment with. What if we let's played a game all the way through without jumping from a game to a game to a game?
That sounds rough. Did that guy
Sounds what?
just change color?
I think so. Thanks a bunch. I'm appreciating you.
I'm recording that just so we can find out.
Well, we're already recording it.
But I'm gonna find out right now.
Okay.
Oh, I should have recorded this. I just realized we should have recorded this. I don't know why we decided to play 2.5 hours of Mario Galaxy without recording it at all, but whoops.
Bummer.
Oh, Lexi is now in favor of checkers in the chat. Lexi, get out of here.
Wait, but I was doing the same thing. I also was not in favor of chess, but in favor of checkers.
Why are you in favor of checkers?
Checkers is fun, and it's not hierarchical.
And you king people.
Yeah, but
It's all
anyone
about
can be king.
It's a game about becoming a king.
But anyone can become the king.
But anyone can become the
positional.
king. Wow.
It's positional, not hierarchical. And multiple. You can be kinged multiple times.
You have to. I don't know. It's like I guess when I was a kid, I never realized the rule about if you can jump a piece, you have to jump a piece.
Yeah.
That's wild, and that sounds really hard. I haven't practiced checkers at all, but I don't You don't think it would be kind of rough to lose a game by being forced to do specific maneuvers? That sounds like something that would infuriate you. You hate being told what to do.
But if I've chosen to play chess, I've chosen to play by the rules.
Checkers.
I mean checkers, not chess.
Yeah, because we know if you choose to play chess, you're going to cheat.
Any variant of check I missed it. Almost any variant of checkers, like anytime you're playing checkers like on a computer or whatever, that is like a rule that changes. Okay, I guess it didn't change colors.
I mean, listen, we both have a copy of Clubhouse Games. It's got checkers right in there. We could just do it. We could just play it. Play checkers. Let's play checkers. Not right now, but you know, in general. Play checkers. And then we could play... Remember those like mechanical sport games that are in there? Like mechanical baseball, toy baseball?
Those are the best ones.
So good. They're really good.
That's the best stuff in there.
I left Clubhouse Games off of my Game of the Year list because I didn't go back and play it more, and as soon as I did, I was like, oh wait, I love this. Whoops. It's got slot cars too.
Oh, that's fun.
You don't get to customize them.
Oh, well then it sucks.
You know, it's just the analog thing where you have to push forward. But yeah, we have to go find some kind of RC racing circuit, and we need to start customizing our cars, Keith. We have to do it.
It seems like fun.
It sure does. Hey, Luigi.
Oh, hey, look, it's Luigi.
It's this guy.
Hey! Oh, you missed one in the Good Egg Galaxy.
If you find one, I'll write you a letter? Is that my motivation?
Yeah, Mario's is a bad series.
Hey, Keith. Did you ever play Captain Toad Treasure Tracker?
No.
That was a fun little game. I should go play that game. Okay, bye.
Bye. Remember, we don't have a day. Do you want to decide on a day? In public?
No. I don't want to decide on a day for the marathon.
How about Sunday the 14th?
What if we did a SimCity marathon, and then it would be the MAYOR-a-thon, the marathon, because we're the mayor of the city. Is that something?
Like Sid Meier?
Meyerthon, is that something?
Is that something? We played Sid Meier's golf. That was a favorite of mine as a kid.
Sid Meier's golf, huh?
Sid Meier's Sim Golf, yeah. It was a golf tycoon game.
Wait, okay.
It was like Roller Coaster Tycoon,
well,
but
which
golf.
one was it? A Sid Meier game, or a Sim game, or a Tycoon game, Keith? It can't be all three.
These are all the same. They can be all three.
I just mean
Sid Meier
they're
games
different.
are Tycoon Sims. Not all.
No,
I
just mean like that. Those are like the three like.
I think it was called Sid Meier's Sim Golf. It's I believe the
Sim Golf. Remember? Did you ever play Geometry Golfer or Geometric Golfer? It's like an edutainment game, but it was fun. It was on the computers in school.
I played Lemmings. I played Math Blaster.
Oh, I know.
I played that game
Lemmings.
I played that game that I can't remember. It was a math game, but you threw snowballs. If someone remembers what that is, I know people have told me before, but I always forget still. Do you remember the game where it was a math game, but you threw snowballs? Please tell me.
You know it's a real Mario Galaxy recording session because it's ending with me running around the overworld aimlessly
and jumping off the edge.
I'm sorry,
bye.
Keith. This is the end. And it's over now, and I'm jumping off the edge. Goodbye.
Nice after image, though.
That's all Keith's ever wanted, is to just leap off the edge and leave an after image.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Do better next time, Lexi.